Toronto Blue Jays are making moves, and ahead of what's going to be the most crucial trade deadline in recent memory for this team, they have made an interesting move that we're going to break down today. But not only that, we have multiple huge Jays updates to go over surrounding reinforcements coming our way prior to this crucial deadline. And we have some interesting stats that have dropped surrounding a couple of interesting Blue Jays and another note on one particular player as well. You're going to want to stay tuned to the end for. But before we get into that, folks, if you're part of the percentage who aren't subscribed to the channel, you guys have been absolute beasts with the support lately, and it's been a crazy time for the Toronto Blue Jays. They finish up their series against Detroit tonight, and if you want to keep up to date with all the latest Jays news, we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. It's a huge goal of mine, a personal, really want to hit that. So if you want to help us, make sure to smash that subscribe button. You guys are absolute beasts. Folks, a lot to go over today, and obviously, we're talking about the Toronto Blue Jays. They are first in the MLB. It is a crazy time. It is unbelievable time. I still can't even believe that I'm sitting here talking about a team that's first in Major League Baseball in, July? Crazy, late July. But folks, let's dive right into it. A lot of updates to go over today and a lot of moves to go over today as well. But let's dive right into this here now. Let's start with the moves that have went down. Now, yesterday, Alan Rodin was recalled from AAA, and Will Wagner was placed on the restricted list. And of course, this kind of got lost in the shuffle. There was a lot going on yesterday, but they won the game. And the bigger note here is not necessarily this move. Will Wagner's, I believe, is attending his father, Billy Wagner's, I guess, retirement or Hall of Fame, inductee in Cooperstown. Not retirement, he retired a long time ago. So shout out to Billy Wagner, and of course, shout out to Will Wagner. But what matters more to me is both of these players. I'm very curious to see how Ross Atkins, approaches not only the trade deadline, but more moves to come surrounding the infielders, because we do have a new update from John Schneider surrounding Andres Gimenez. You see here, Andres Gimenez should be in rehab games a week from now at the very latest, John Schneider says. And Gimenez has been, when playing actually lately, obviously hasn't played in a very long time, but the last time he did play, when he was healthy rather, he was looking pretty good, slowly but surely getting back to somewhat of, league average bat. And of course, with his defense, he's fantastic. This is going to be a crucial addition, I think, going forward. And we think back to the start of the season when Gimenez was batting leadoff, hitting home runs, leading the team in home runs. Feels like a long time ago. His defense is so good that I want him in the lineup every day. But at the same time, I don't want to take away from how good, of course, guys like Will Wagner have been. And the big question mark now is going to be, and you're going to find a common theme here with all these updates that I have to go over, Andres Gimenez, Daulton Varsho, other players. Who's going to get sent down to bring these guys up? And the first one is going to be Daulton Varsho, but it's going to be interesting here to see how this impacts, of course, not this move specifically, but both of these players. And most notably, Will Wagner has been playing a lot of second base as of late. So let me know down below what your thoughts are on Gimenez. Do you want to see him back ASAP? Who do you want to see him take out? It's obviously hard to want to take out anyone, given the fact that this team has been so good offensively. It's going to be a big decision. Speaking of big decisions, one is incoming for Daulton Varsho, because we have some big news here. Daulton Varsho yesterday came out from Aaron Zwelling. Not only has he homered in 3 straight games on his rehab assignment, but he will play back-to-back games Saturday, which was yesterday, for the first time since injury. He's still building up game volume, so it's possible his rehab extends into next week, but a return during the upcoming Orioles series isn't off the table. And Keegan Matheson said on my video yesterday, feel free to check it out after you've watched this one in its entirety, surrounding, the trade deadline, a bunch of different updates there. Fantastic video. Feel free to check it out. But for, this one here, like for Daulton Varsho, he's coming back soon. It could be as early as tomorrow. It could be halfway through the series. But again, the big question mark is, who is he going to be taking away? Because I guarantee you, Daulton Varsho is obviously going to be playing every day. He is a crucial piece of this team. And I don't think people, some people, at least fans of other teams, even understand how good he was. Like when he was healthy this year, he was a top 5 center fielder in the MLB. His power was there. Obviously, one of the best defenders we've ever, seen on the Blue Jays, at least. You could argue we've ever seen, in MLB over the past decade, in his career at least. For Varsho, it's crazy he started as a catcher, but regardless, he's going to be back soon. You add him into this lineup and have, Nathan Lucas, whether he's going to be playing right or left against righties. I mean, you can have an outfield of Joey Loperfido, Daulton Varsho, Addison Barger, or Joey Loperfido, Daulton Varsho, Nathan Lucas with Addison Barger at third against righties. I don't know if I said lefty, against righties with all those lefty batters, right? And I don't know if against lefties, obviously, you could probably run, Schneider out there, Clement, you can mix things up. Having an outfield like that is dominant. You have a great defender in Nathan Lucas. You have a great defender in, Daulton Varsho, and a solid defender in Joey Loperfido. This is a dominant outfield, and I'm really excited to see what they do. But the question is, who do they send down in this move? The most likely outcome to start is probably Leo Jimenez. And then once Andres Gimenez comes out, obviously the cleanest fit would have been, probably to send down Leo Jimenez. But Now, we might see a guy like, Will Wagner or even Joey Loperfido. I don't think they're going to send him down, though. I think it's more likely Will Wagner. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, folks. Let me know down below who you think they're going to send down and if you're excited to see big Daulton Varsho back in action very, very soon. But a couple other notes here, just kind of bouncing off that. Again, in case you missed it, he hit 3 straight home runs in 3 straight games. You can see here from Evan Bennett, some fans don't understand that Varsho is literally a top 30 position player in baseball when he's healthy. I'm here to continue giving him the respect he deserves for how good he is. I agree, right? And obviously, he's an absolute beast out there, and it's going to be great to have him back. But let's dive into some more updates. And surrounding Tuesday's doubleheader, in case you missed it, we also have an update surrounding Alejandro Kirk. But in case you missed it for for Tuesday, they're playing a doubleheader at 1 Eastern and 7:30, I believe it is Eastern. It's supposed to be mid 40s to 50 degrees Celsius out there in Baltimore, which is absurd, and it's going to be crazy. But Eric Lauer starting one of the games, and we're probably going to see Lazaro Estrada. My guess would be pitch the other one, but there is some other names thrown out there to pitch. In the other is the 27th man, Adam Macko, Easton Lucas, Paxton Schultz. So Tuesday is going to be an interesting one. Luckily, the Orioles are really bad. That's 2 days before the deadline, so some moves could happen today. Some moves could happen tomorrow ahead of that to see what happens there. But also, like, moves could happen just in the sense of, a trade or something like that. So that's the update on that front. And regarding Alejandro Kirk, we're hoping to get an update today. Obviously, as the time of recording, it's very early in the morning. We don't have an update surrounding if he's in the lineup today or not. I really hope he is. I wouldn't be surprised if they play it safe. It's the day game after the night game, dealing with concussion protocols. I would assume he's out today, but again, it'll be interesting. Let me know down in the comment section once the update drops, so we can all keep everyone up to date. But that's the update surrounding Alejandro Kirk. It was concussion protocols, like I predicted in the post game video. And I also want to go over the fact that if the Yankees lost yesterday, which they did, and the Jays won yesterday, which they did, the Jays are now up 6.5 games. They haven't been up more than 6 games in the division since the last day of the 1993 season. So, folks, I just want everyone to take this all in, how remarkable this season fully is. This is a team that last year won 74 games. They're already on track. They already won 63 games now this season, or whatever it is, 62. And they're at a point now where this team is not only the best in baseball, this is a sustainable, it is 63 wins, 63 and 42. This is a sustainable style of play. This is the best team we've seen in my lifetime, regular season wise. Obviously, 2015 is probably like a close second in the second half of the year. And the Jays haven't even had a chance to A, have a healthy, their healthy starting center fielder. B, their second baseman's been injured most of the year. Their second best reliever's been out most of the year. Santander, the big addition's been out most of the year. They can make big moves, but not only that, I think this team is able to sustain this type of play going forward into next year and beyond. Again, you have a ton of guys under contract. Vladdy seems great. Bo, depending on what happens with him, extending, and Addison Barger's here to stay. I think this is a sustainable thing, and I think a lot of it comes down to Dave Popkins. And since May 8th, you look at the guys who, obviously some of them played more than others, just dominant. The team is insane. Heineman's been great. Well, Wagner's been great. Even Andres Jimenez, like I said, was a league average bat before he got hurt. It is truly an interesting time to be a Toronto Blue Jays fan. But folks, that'll wrap it up. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on this. Quick note as well, Trey Savage went 12 up, 12 down with his start yesterday. AA, very, very good. Or with the, Fisher Cats, so really, really good. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on all of this news, folks. Things are picking up quickly, and we're going to keep you up to date every step of the way. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully they win today. We'll see you for a video later. Cheers.